Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to
BreakRoom, yo.
Your favorite rapper's favorite podcast.
See, this is why I like your show. You're very charismatic. You know the right things to say.
Welcome to the Break Room, coming to you every Saturday night on Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, and Periscope. How's everybody doing tonight? I got Jasmine with me, Dre, Soup, Migs, and Mr. Wood.
What up, everybody?
I was gonna set up my little phone stand.
What up?
What's up, sunshine?
Hello.
What the hell was that?
Good evening.
Good evening.
Business, bro. Relax. It's all good.
How's everybody's week?
Good. Just preparing for this hurricane.
Después de hoy, no más.
Which hurricane are you referring to, sir?
Hurricane Henry.
Is it hitting Florida?
Oh, yeah.
No, it's already. It's about to hit Connecticut.
All right, cool. Somebody's echo is real.
It's Miguel.
No, it's not me.
That's how we can find out why.
No, it's not me.
Let's find out.
Relax.
Is everybody?
Let's find out. It's Tyler.
It's me.
Yes, sir. Watch, look.
Senor Wolf.
Now I mute you. I hear no echo, sir. It
Nope.
is you.
So you are the
I only got one item on.
Look. He gets very upset. Very upset.
Anywho, we are talking about a doozy of a topic tonight. Brought to us by Mr. Soup himself.
Yeah.
Who are we talking about today, sir?
We are talking about Armin Meiwes.
I think he pronounced it like Meiwes.
I think it's Meiwes.
Yeah.
Meiwes in the video kept saying it. Armin.
It's because it's German.
Yeah.
Armin Meiwes.
We're basically talking about cannibalism today.
And briefly, perhaps, about the California and Midwestern Human Female Livestock Association. Seriously, I don't know why your face looks so confused. Or is it frozen?
He's
I guess it's frozen. Honestly, I think I'm just in a place that gets bad reception in this hospital because it's so janky.
Yeah.
Donde estás el culprit?
Oh, what?
The culprit. Who's the culprit? The echo is real right now.
I still got the echo.
I haven't even heard an echo, so it has to be me. But I don't know why it's me. I don't know why it's echoing. I only have one item out here. This
We don't know why it's you.
Honestly, on 3 different things, it's been having problems. My laptop, my iPad, and now on my this phone got put into inventory today, and I bought it. It's brand new. Got a problem with it. Fuck that, ain't me.
I think it is. See, look.
I know it is.
Now there's an echo.
But I'm just saying, like, it's not me. It's this fucking website. I'm always having problems with this website.
Especially if you're on an iPad. I can't even use
StreamYard,
my
get your
iPad.
shit together. I think you got to download Chrome.
Chrome is default on like everything but an iPhone. I have a Samsung. It's on Chrome. I only ever use Chrome.
No. I'm talking about
Oh no, even on iPads, it's like you can't do this on Chrome. You have to do it on the Apple bullshit. It's fucking retarded. That's why I stopped using my iPad.
It's a sound effect we're using for tonight.
Yeah.
It might mean that I'm gonna be dipping out of here, so that way the show can fucking happen. Because I can't even hear the echo at all.
I only hear it when I talk. Oh, hey, nice fingers.
Nice fingers.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because he threw the mic.
Turn your phone off. Please go on.
Yeah, I don't hear it now.
Whoever's hating on talking junk in the break room, fuck you.
Yes, fuck you, because we ain't going nowhere. We ain't going nowhere.
Who said fuck you?
Who said fuck you?
Nowhere.
I said fuck you to
We
whoever's
can't
hating.
be stopped
Whoever's
now,
hating
'cause
on
it's
us and
break
throwing
room
their
for
bad
life.
juju on our fucking cars and our life. Bastard.
Fuck that fucking fuck.
Fuck you.
Yeah, did either of you two have car trouble this month?
Any troubles?
Mike or Miggs? Any one of you?
I just changed my brakes.
I have a slow leak in my passenger side rear tire. I mean,
I need a new catalytic converter as well.
Oh,
My
that
car
happened
sounds
too.
like a lawnmower.
I need
to smell like eggs.
So after getting the new car and my brakes just going out.
Her fucking caliper exploded. It didn't just go out.
Ooh, that's no good.
He got a screw on his new tire in his new car.
Mm.
Oh, no.
Sounds like work.
No, fuck that. I don't have a new car. I'm driving a bike to school, a pedal bike. I mean, see, look, I mean to work, not to school.
Wow.
You want to hate on something? Hate on my pedal bike.
Nah, dude, you must got some killer calves.
Right? He downgraded from automobile to manual mobile.
I got calves that our topic today would have loved to sink his teeth into.
Gross.
Why? They're chicken leg?
Very gross. No, they're huge.
Turkey leg ass motherfucker. He would love to chew on these calves.
How did you pronounce his last name again?
Meiwes.
He has to have a nickname.
Meiwes. Armin Meiwes was born December 1st, 1961, the only child of Wildred Meiwes. He had two older half-brothers from his father's previous relationship with another woman. His father abandoned Armin when he was 8, leaving him to be raised by his mother. Mm-hmm. During sessions with the police experts, Meiwes had explained that his desire for cannibalism related to the fairy tale Hansel and Gretel. He had developed during his adolescent years. He had also described himself feeling very lonesome after the family had fallen apart. And what he means by that is that his dad he boogied. He could remember him just getting the whip and taking off and not coming back.
He said, I'm going to go to the store and buy some cigarettes.
Absolutely.
He used that old.
I'll be right back.
Yo,
He's going to buy some Lucky
Money stuff from the
Strikes.
store too? I got you. What y'all want? You want some snacks? Funyuns, Kit Kat, and cigarettes? I'll be right back. He said,
I'm out.
Like, Daddy never brought back those Skittles, man.
He did the quietest U-turn in the world. He goes, yeah, I got you. Get the fuck out of here. Go.
Now, from everything it described after this, from him being raised by his mom, he kind of had like a Norman Bates kind of relationship with her.
Yeah, that's usually how it always happens.
It was
always a mother's complex.
And they had like it wasn't a mansion, but it was a huge house. It had like 36 rooms or some shit in it. And he personally helped her decorate each and every one of them.
No, it was a mansion. It was a mansion.
36 rooms.
That's a mansion.
That's a mansion.
I don't know if it's 36 bedrooms.
Well, no. Technically, anything over a dozen's a mansion. Anything over 2 dozens is an estate. I could be wrong. I'm just saying that's a lot of fucking rooms for one person to own. You might as well have your neighborhood sleepover.
Well, they decorated it for people that never came. and then you wonder why the boy had an imaginary friend. So, because after his pops boogied, his 2 stepkids were like, "I'm out of here.
I'm out."
So why the fuck would they stay if their dad's not there? They don't know this lady. You know what I mean?
It's a good question.
Let him have a freak relationship with her son. Let me get the fuck out of here.
I mean, I wouldn't want to stay either.
He always wanted a younger sibling so he can give the love that his brother showed him to the younger sibling. So he had an imaginary sibling named Frankie.
You get in your own room, that's love. Because a lot of us didn't have a room to have on our own.
We got 36 to pick from.
35.
He can have
35. I'm sure one room was his mother's that he never touched, but kept like a shrine.
Yeah.
He had a room for every day of the month.
Bro, you have a whole house to play hide and go seek in the dark in, and you don't have nobody to play with.
How you laser tag with the pillars of your house? Like, I got you. Oh, that's right. He's not there. It's just a shadow.
Well, no. He believed it was real. His Frankie was real, bro.
So his psychological mindset was just fun all the time, just in a weird way.
Until he got older, and then I believe he joined the army or some shit.
He joined the Third Reich.
Just to get away from his mom, because they had like a weird bond, bro. It was weird.
Yeah, like he really loved his mom. He loved his mom, but she was one of those berating women who was just like, probably jabbing him in the head with the finger, like, you this, you that. You're not gonna amount to
You're
shit.
dirty.
Yeah.
Now, before he went to the army when he was younger, is when his cannibalism urges started. It started with Frankie because he thought, you know what? If he's going to be a part of me forever, the only way that could happen is if I eat him.
Right.
Yum.
Anyway, didn't he also join like some kind of internet cafe where
that's after?
Oh, okay, it was after. Okay, because somewhere in that story I read that he actually took on the name of Frankie, but I'm sure you're going to get to that.
Yeah. When he was in the army, I didn't really hear too many stories, but when he got out, he like lived a normal life and shit after his mom died.
As a computer repair technician.
And his neighbors even gave him a reputable thumbs up to the media. Like, oh, I used to have him watch my kids. My kids loved him. Even with all the stories, I'd let my kids stay with him right now.
Right? Just tie the stick around your neck, see if he plays with them.
That's because he's not a fucking pedophile cannibal. Because if he was a pedophile cannibal and he liked some baby back ribs, it would be a problem.
But he's just a regular cannibal.
Regular cannibal.
Anything on
he's not a regular cannibal. He's a homosexual cannibal, which we'll find out in a minute is an actual fetish.
I just thought he just turned down human veal.
There's so many levels of different cannibals.
Right? Yeah, there's so many different fetishes out there. That's crazy. What, you need some of this right?
Yeah. I'm in love over here, guys.
Yo, pour that
Hit her off with some Sunny D.
Thank you.
Oh, this is not Sunny D. It's
we know it's not Sunny D.
Right.
Topped off by the cotton candy Faygo.
The fact that we wanted it before you finish pouring that cup tells us something's in that cup.
I didn't say I wanted that though. But whatever.
That's what was in your first.
Did you just say cotton candy Faygo?
Yeah, he did.
What the fuck are you making over there? He's making cotton candy Faygo and drink.
I didn't know you were a juggalo.
I didn't know you were a Faygo.
Well, Faygo's a big thing down here in the South.
I know.
Really? Because I thought it was big in like Detroit and the Midwest more.
Well, that's where it was.
Huge over here. Didn't they make a song about that shit recently?
Who?
Blueberry Faygo or some shit?
Who made a song?
Like that.
I'm pretty sure it was a song recently.
Yeah, but who made
a song came out? I know what you're talking
about.
Was it Insane Clown Posse?
No.
I mean, ICP's been talking about Faygo since the late 80s.
Faygo's like the name brand nutty, like what Top Pop was in New York.
I was just about to mention that. That's the 50 Cent Busties right there.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, it tastes better than Top Pop, and they have way more flavors.
That's because they have way more sugar.
Probably.
Whoop, whoop.
You look wired when you said that. It's way better. It's like you can tell.
It, you know, if the rumors are true, I already have enough kids, so fuck it.
She's like, Jasmine's like, no, we don't. Nigga, we can go for more. Let's plan this out. We can do at least one more.
I did that because, like, why is that the decision? I make the decision if we have more, not you.
Oh, well, whatever.
She's gonna enjoy the process while sipping blueberry Faygo or candy.
It's Armin that makes the decisions in his life. All right. Right now, he made the decision to go on a dating site. What was that?
A defunct forum.
That was your nephew.
What?
He let us know he's passing by after a shower. His ass is in the air. We don't care.
Well,
no care in the world.
He's making passive noises like what up, motherfucker? It's like, not right now, son. Like,
apparently in the world, this motherfucker is not the only cannibal. There was something called a cannibal cafe.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's like 4chan.
4chan?
Yeah.
It was for people
like
actually. I didn't know there was a fetish out there that people fantasize of getting eaten, but then are like,
I mean,
I don't want to get
there's
eaten.
plenty of women out there that fantasize about that 24 hours a day. But
true.
We're not talking about fellatio. We're talking about human consumption.
We're talking like a stone building with no walls, not the corner of 42nd and 5th.
Wow.
Don't ask me how I know that specific corner.
No, he don't. He was slinging on that corner.
Yeah, I was slinging you.
He was
making
slinging
that money. We have to get the PlayStation 2, motherfucker.
I don't know. It wasn't me. He was slinging his own man pussy.
I couldn't bend over backwards the way you do, Jason. But let's not tell him that story.
You were a rare hoe. You knew how to bend over to the front.
What did I come back to?
Yeah, and you're that hoe that entertains in every park doing backyard wrestling, doing 450s on somebody's lap.
Yes, sir. That's how I broke my fucking wrist, and it was a frog splash to be precise.
Oh, okay.
Good old RVD.
No, sir.
Eddie Guerrero?
Blasphemy. Yes. Eddie Guerrero. You hold your arms and tuck your knees in your arms. You don't just go crazy like you're a fucking.
But when frogs actually jump, they don't hold their hands.
Right.
I understand that. But if you compact yourself, it makes for a greater impact.
Yeah.
Okay, we lost signal there for a second. All I heard was frogs.
No, you lost signal there.
Oh, it was me. Okay, so fuck all of y'all. Can y'all bring me up to speed what you said? Obviously.
We were talking about how much dick the Arizona internet sucks.
Oh, so I'm glad I missed that convo, just like my internet reception.
Well,
there's been a buffer in the middle of your service, and Jason mentioned it. I just missed it. Perfect.
Just as much as your internet sucks, Arwin was looking for somebody's bones to suck on at this point.
Crazy.
He was looking for a willing volunteer. Now, this is kind of smart if you think about it in a killer's fashion. You want to get somebody that's gonna basically
voluntary.
Yeah, give you the right to kill them. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Is there a safe word to just end it? Just
pineapples.
Like, just finish me
Safe
off.
word is that you're dead.
No, there's no.
Safe word is you're dead. That's
all right.
the safe word. Dead.
So pineapples don't work.
No.
We're gonna get to that question in a second. I guarantee you. All right. I promise you. All right. So he posted an advertisement on the then active website, the Cannibal Cafe, a defunct forum for people with a cannibal fetish, which is crazy. Again, people have the weirdest fetishes.
Yeah.
What kind of is there even porn of people eating people? I doubt it. So how do you get off?
That's what horror movies are.
Just because.
Yeah, horror movies. I get it.
Especially
You
the
can
Fulci
find a
movies.
snuff film out there.
And motherfuckers out there are pulling hostile on U.S.
this
ground.
guy made his own snuff film. We'll find out in a second also. But it's crazy. So you just beat off to zombie movies?
Do I? No.
No, not you.
You're getting turned on with blood and gore You know what I mean? Rather than the occasional, just not that.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, because it's more cannibalism. It's a cannibalism fetish. So wouldn't you be turned on more of
It's a fantasy.
zombies than just somebody hacking somebody?
People want to grow up and be Texas Chainsaw
I'm
Massacre.
gonna just go ahead and say this real quick. If this is a fantasy of yours, you're fucked up. Period. You're not normal. You're fucked up.
I mean, we don't judge here, okay?
No, first of all, Jason, you don't judge here. I'm gonna
No,
judge
that's
somebody that
bullshit.
happens
I'm a very
all
harsh
day.
judge.
Yeah, I'm judge, jury, executioner for shit like that.
Look, ain't nobody judging and jurying all that.
After
This ain't no
executioner,
trial.
we
My
gotta be
personal
the
opinion
medic to
is
bring them back
you
and
fucked up if
execute
you eat
again.
people. That's all I'm saying. Intentionally, because I think we all might eat people, but intentionally eat people.
Yeah, we
Or
were
have
just
eaten
saying
a
that, but
person.
we're not talking about fellatio. We're talking about human consumption.
No, we're
I
talking
don't
about
think he was
Soylent
talking.
Green, not
Yeah,
fellatio.
yeah. He's talking about your hamburger from McDonald's.
Oh yeah, man.
On the side of the
Yeah,
on the side of the
apparently
street.
all those missing kids that go up for sale on Wayfair, McDonald's buys most of them. Puts them in the
Pretty much
burgers.
almost all the fast food places.
Now this is a rumor. I'm not saying this is fact. McDonald's
Yeah,
don't sue me.
this is
I
just.
love your chicken nuggets.
It's alleged. That's not chicken, but yeah.
And I know it's pig goo,
Or
but
on the
it's
side
okay.
of the road,
It's
you
good
could eat
pig
some
goo.
people too in a burger.
That is all Philly.
Yes, which you can listen to in the archives. That's not the first time we heard about people putting people in burgers and selling them to people.
Soylent Green.
What you drinking over there?
Alcohol.
Hey. What kind of alcohol? Because we drinking alcohol too.
That's what's up. You got Sunny D. I got Captain.
I got some. No, I got some rum and vodka in here mixed with a couple of those pre-mixed wine coolers.
Yeah.
And then I top it off with a cotton candy Faygo.
So what's up? So I at Walmart they had a good deal for the Captain Morgan's Long Island iced tea, but I spiked this bitch with my my moonshine cherry juice.
The shit you be sucking on every Saturday night?
You just stop it, bro. You're not on the Cannibal Cafe menu.
See, talking about fellatio, you be ODing on those cherries over there.
Is that why you changed it up over here? You didn't want to get any more of that white Ghana hairs on the side. You gotta stay on the front.
Nah, to be honest with you, I kind of cut it down a little bit too much. I lost one of my guards and had no other choice.
You had to be like, oh, here it is.
Nah, I have the little one with the one that you keep notching down and it changes levels. And I kept cutting, and I'm like, what? This shit is still long. I kept notching it down, and then I got to a notch. I was like, oh shit, I can't go back from there.
Yeah, it's like don't keep going. What you got to well, I have experience from shaving a lot too. So when you get to that click or that level you want, shave.
How you have so much experience with shaving and your fucking mustache still don't connect to your beard?
You know, it does. You know what's funny? That's weird. Something about this area connected before this one, but this one, you know what? It's questionable. It's questionable, like having you as a brother.
As Armin Meiwes will tell you, sometimes you
better get his name right. He's gonna go bite your dick off, Jay.
Well, as we'll find out, he is allowed to come out of prison, but he's not allowed to go anywhere. He's under guard, and he'll
find a way. He hears you.
He will pre-order your fucking cast.
Maybe I should have mentioned this is probably the only serial killer that we've covered who is actually A, still alive, B, killed somebody in the 2000s, and C, can probably listen to this podcast.
Is Iceman alive? Because if he is, we need to make an Iceman podcast. That's another thing.
He got some junk to talk
I'm
about.
not sure, but I'd love to talk about Bobby Drake. I love the X-Men.
That's because you can X.
Anywho, Meiwes' advertisement stated that he was looking for a normally built 18 to 25-year-old to be slaughtered and then consumed. Bernard Jürgen Armando Brandis, an engineer from Berlin, answered the advertisement in March 2001. Now, hold on.
His name just says "Eat Me." So
No. If his name doesn't say "Eat Me," the ad that he put out on the same website says "Eat Me." I'm looking for somebody who can eat me.
Maybe he meant his ass.
No.
Not eat him.
No.
Maybe he meant eat my ass.
He's not in jail.
Bernard, he had it rough also. He was a homosexual, and at the time he wasn't. He was not. It wasn't agreed with in his family, so he was shunned upon.
As it's not.
But in jail, they made that nigga eat the meat knife a lot.
He liked pain. He had a pain fetish.
Yeah.
So he was genuinely he wanted to end his own life, but he wanted to get pleasure out of it at the same time. So he was looking for somebody to genuinely cut him up and eat him alive. But he also stated that he wanted to taste his own flesh before he died. So he also wanted to be the buffet, but he wanted to eat in the buffet also.
Imagine that. Somebody served you up on the table. You're like, this looks good. I know, right? Let me take a piece.
It's great. Like that episode of The Simpsons where Homer's frying himself up.
Yeah. He kept eating himself. Yeah.
Just the head.
It's like Hannibal. When he fed the brain to that guy.
Yeah.
With Ray Liotta.
Yeah. Fucking classic music, and on your fork is like a piece of whatever the fuck.
His own brain.
Brain. What tastes better, brain or dick?
I don't know.
I'm not saying.
Jasmine.
My bad.
Fucking no.
You got brain, or did you get brain?
She's never eaten brain.
No.
She eats brain.
She ate brain. You know what?
Now, there's a difference between
brain
and eating.
No, there's a difference between. All right, I'm gonna stop. This is a whole nother episode of just straight bloopers.
They started before.
Tastes the same.
So what was he thinking
before he stumbled upon Bernard? More people were kind of chatting with him, but nobody actually took the vibe that Bernard was throwing off. They got weirded out real quick. It was over.
People are curious, but once it
gets real, they out of there.
Yeah.
Hey, Jasmine, you ever look to your left and wonder, hungry? Why wait? No? Okay. Just want to make sure.
Not every body could be like you.
I mean, if I have no choice, and I'm starving.
I mean, we have a dog here. I'll fucking cook him like a penny before anything.
He got more meat than anybody here.
Yes, just like that.
You gonna tie his ass up hog tie style?
Yeah, outside.
You know we love you.
No, he's gonna be hanging like orange duck. What is it? No. It's not orange duck. What's that?
Like a Peking duck?
Peking duck.
Yeah.
Peking duck. Peking duck. Yes.
Tie the ankles and everything else hang.
I remember the first time I saw one of those, I was like, that shit looks so
good,
crazy.
Right? It looked good. Don't even lie.
It looked
that shit looked banging.
I probably would eat it if it was in my food already, but like just looking at it in the window, I was like, that looks so weird. Like, why would I want to eat that?
Word.
It's not like other things. Like,
let me tell you, look, we made a duck one year for Thanksgiving, and it didn't look appealing at all. I didn't want to eat it. I tasted it, didn't like it. Whole duck went to waste. But that shit looked good.
Don't listen to him because we went to go buy a live chicken. And he was like, I don't want to buy it anymore because the guy took the chicken. I'm like,
bro,
man, that fat bitch right there.
He grabbed the chicken, and the chicken said, help!
And he's like,
help!
Babe,
it was like a fucking cartoon.
Help, babe, I don't want to help!
You went shut up for a little bit. It was like,
I was like, it's all right. We don't
he grabbed that shit to cut it. It was like, help! Oh, damn.
It was just waving, trying to get out of it.
Life ain't Looney Tunes, bro. It was just clucking because you were about to kill it.
Like,
if you cut the head right, it'll keep living. You don't need it.
The live carniceria, they will chop the head off in front of you.
It's not the first time we've been to a Viva.
I don't care.
I've seen chickens cut in front of me in Puerto Rico when I went. My grandfather killed a rooster and all of that. Rabbits, all that. I'm telling you, bro, he grabbed that shit and it said help.
Damn. Wait, but they chop the head off?
We got to, they chopped the head off. But we got 2 of them. He grabbed 2 of them. Only one of them said help. The other one was clucking.
Y'all see how much he
chicken.
believes this chicken talked?
He offered
She
himself
has a
up.
video. I'm gonna send it to
I
you.
do have a video.
She was it was clucking, but the clucking
I
said
didn't
help.
care. I'm like,
Just
we
like
don't
when
want that
dogs.
bitch.
There's a girl on
And then,
TikTok right now.
as the
that
chicken's talking, if you look up in the sky, there's a UFO too. Where
you don't believe in what is it? Unidentified aerial
Why?
phenomenon.
Because I have a video.
Well,
That's
see, I believe about in
That's I
UAPs, just
caught
not
that.
UFOs, Jay. You got
Okay, well, okay.
Hooked on phonics.
Yo,
didn't work for me.
the next episode should be just about slaughterhouses and the process.
No,
That's-
fuck that. I
You talking
like
about Joe Budden? Just kidding.
Joe Budden.
that was a good
Nice
group that
reference.
didn't go nowhere.
Yeah.
But the fucking my train of thought.
The
Yes.
chicken?
Was it chicken? No, it wasn't.
We were talking about the chicken.
Yes, the chicken.
That's where he went to Joe Biden.
There's a dog right now, right on TikTok. The owner was like, "I'm gonna sell your ass. I'm gonna sell your ass," and he's and he goes, "No, you ain't." Like Scooby. He says,
But that's
"No,
a
you
dog.
ain't."
That's a
Doesn't
dog.
matter.
I've seen them communicate with buttons. I believe that.
Is it a Great Dane?
I believe. I've seen a lot of dogs do some wild shit. But
there
chickens,
can be parrots that can talk, but no other bird. can
outside of
fucking
that
make
one
sounds
group
like
of hens that escaped that fucking farmer's place where they were gonna get killed, where they made like a flying machine. Outside of those hens, ain't no intelligence in them
Wait,
chickens.
what
telling
movie is
you.
that from?
Chicken
That's
Run.
Chicken Run.
Okay.
Oh shit! I was like, yo, this
wait
sounds
a
too
second.
familiar.
Is that Wallace and Gromit? No.
Well, it's
It's the
the
same
same people
universe.
who
That's
use
close.
the animation.
Same universe, that weird European shit.
It took us back 15 years in just one comment, one sentence.
Now let's get back to the person that actually
8 people.
Look,
responds.
He outdid all of us.
You heard that shit?
No,
Was that cat?
Catch the fucking chicken.
No. I think what you're hearing, Jay, is your conscious. That's what I
no,
think
it
you're
could
hearing.
be. It could be.
I didn't give a shit.
He imagined
We
himself
gonna-
screaming
we
help
gonna
if he
eat
got
that
his
fat
image
bitch tonight. Get
Yo,
her, get her.
Well, it's safe to
tonight
say
we should
we
roll-
all like the thought of protein on our
He
plate,
was
but
so
not all of
freaked
us like the
out
thought
that
of
when
having
he
to
cut
slaughter it.
it, he was like, "It's warm. Why is it warm?" Like, first of all, it was alive, and then they dumped it in some hot water so we could take off the feathers. So that's what makes it more warm.
And then it was in my car for a half hour in Florida.
Not
It's a half-hour ride up here, so yes, it was.
Yeah.
One day,
Anytime you go to a
one day I'll
live
go
Vegano
vegan.
spot, it'll change what you think you thought you know. You are not ready to watch a live animal get hacked, and it's like, here, fucking cook this at
Well,
400 degrees.
Thanks to
boil it
Mike,
in hot
I
water
seen a
and
whole
boil it.
woman get hacked in half.
I'm ready.
Oh, yeah.
I will cook
Yeah,
it.
fuck
Thank you.
like a bad
Chop,
magic
chop.
trick.
backyard grilling right
No,
there.
like,
You drumming on.
Like drug
Bad
cartel
Horrible.
Mexico.
Oh. What's that dark shit?
What's that dark shit?
Yeah, you never seen
People
that fucking snuff film of the lady getting chopped, her head chopped off with a machete?
I haven't seen snuff films in years.
You can see when the lights go out. It's disturbing.
You said you can say.
Are we talking about the real shit?
The,
we're talking about
yeah,
the
it's the
person.
real shit. When you,
Okay.
because they show you full frontal.
Oh,
like
yeah.
she's in front of the
Oh,
camera
God,
like
yeah.
this. So when they chop her head off,
Oh.
you see the lights. You see the lights go out.
Oh yeah.
What the fuck?
Was that the
I got
one where
you.
the dude has a switchblade, like a box cutter?
There's one with a box cutter. And there's one with a machete.
Yeah.
Is
Oh
these
my
like
god,
the-
I see.
Are these like the Taliban videos?
Something
no,
like that.
this is
But
like
it's-
this is like
We about to
Mexican
get a
drug
bunch of
cartel
those.
shit.
Yeah.
All those fake ass.
There was one where they
Taliban
blew.
videos.
Yo, the
One where
last
they blew
snuff film I
the
watched,
stone
not to
out.
get off topic, it fucked my life up. I have never forgotten that video. Like
But it
looked
puts
like
your
some
life in
dude-
perspective.
Yeah, and it feels like it feels like a bully snuff because it started off with
Yeah.
some dude just sitting in the grass. It was kind of snowy. Dude just
Yeah.
like mushing him, like, "Hey, say hello to the camera, you punk bitch. You about to die." But it's
Yeah.
Russian or whatever language they're using. And what they do immediately after that, they fucking rush him, and all you hear in like 3 seconds.
Nothing, because that's what I hear. Yeah.
3 seconds.
I hear nothing.
Yeah.
I hear nothing.
I think
that's exactly what he heard.
What?
I still think the worst video I've seen so far was
it my shitty Arizona internet again?
Yes.
Yeah.
All right. Sorry about that.
What were you saying? Because I want to hear the rest of that.
It was some guy just sitting out in the forest, wherever the fuck, and like I said, it felt like a bully snuff. Like you had these guys just like watching him before he died and like pushing him down, like mushing him, and then the very next one you see is somebody just rush him. You hear how they put him to the floor. In 3 seconds, you hear the knife go in his throat and how he's breathing his last breaths. So it's just they hold his head down. All you hear is and like that was it. And then you see them like regularly trying to cut around the bone because you see them yanking the head and you hear the and when they snap it, he's laying down. His body is face down, and where his hips are, they just put the head facing this way, right there. And that was it. They're just looking at it bleed out. And I was like,
be surprised
alive 2 minutes ago.
Would you be surprised if I were to tell you that the most gruesome video I seen wasn't even human to human interaction? It was nature and human interaction.
Nature.
This guy was cutting down a tree, bro, right? And they had it like on the thing, so that way they could get it to swing one way. But it's these things are unpredictable. So that shit got cut, right? And the swinger, the guy holding the shit, the fucking tree came and smashed his face in, and he lived with his face smashed in. And they show his face all fucking smashed in, like you see the inside. You see the inside of all of this right here. All of this is hollow. Until you get like to the brain and shit.
Oh shit! So he broke his whole cavity.
All of it, bro. You can see. There's no It had to be emergency surgery because there's no way that you can't leave that man open like that without his whole fucking orifice getting fucking infected.
You know what that sounds like? This is one last one, and I'll leave it alone. There was this other video that fucked my life up. I got you, Dre. What happened was,
you seen that video?
Listen, we don't want to hear about your
stuff too.
Man,
it's crazy.
This motherfucker came in like stone cold,
right?
What?
Taro.
So here's one last one. All right. So this video starts off with like most teenagers.
Again, here we go.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I hear you.
What?
Okay, cool.
For a second there, you sound like
you're
Midnight Society.
All
right, so let my voice do the rest. All right, so you got a typical video of young kids trying to jump from like a bridge or a tall place into the water. You clearly see this one guy, he fucking squatted and leaped out. It's like one of those jagged, broken concrete bridges and shit.
I don't know what you're talking
about.
He leaped
I've seen this video.
He leaped out. The second fucking stupid guy, God bless you if you're still alive, and if you are, what the fuck? He didn't even jump. This fucking idiot just like let himself fall. And as soon as he did that, you hear a girl like shrieking in the back, like I see it happening. The motherfucker hit the edge of a concrete platform on the bottom. You hear everybody screaming. You see like a pool of red just permeating from his fucking head in the hospital. Yeah, no shit, Sherlock. Yeah, and then after they pull him out and show him in the hospital, it had to have been like Peru or whatever the fuck, a Spanish country. Bro, his face was so fucked up. All you saw was an inside cavity, like how you mentioned. And the only way he was recognizable, literally, you saw the doctor's hands go like this, like a jigsaw, pushed everything back in place. And even then, his face still looked fucked up, like he's fighting
like
for
super
air.
swollen.
Yeah, if y'all saw that, it was open, and
I think I've seen that video you're talking about.
All they had was
his face looked like Rocky at the end of any Rocky movie.
That shit looked like some shit, like after you fucking opened it. But they put it back like a jigsaw just to even see, like you could see the split down his nasal cavity and where it broke the top part of your jaw to even make it open, like some alien shit. and all you saw was like this long tube keeping him alive. So he's dead. He's halfway dead, just going. And then when they put it back in, it's like, oh shit, that's a face fighting for air. When they let it go, that's a bad decision you made. I'm sorry.
Mm-hmm.
It looked fucked up. I don't know how his face just wasn't just bleeding out all that blood. But bro, the way he cracked his face, they wouldn't even want to show the X-ray of the crack because it looked like somebody smashed his face the same way that tree probably smashed that dude's face. But instead of caving in, it split it and opened it like a fucking mango.
That reminds me of a homeless person I heard about called half a Hulk face, where half of his face.
Half a Hulk face?
Yeah, because half of his face looked like he was hulking out, but the other half was fine. And it was because he had like this tumor he was born with that just fucked up his face, and he'd been through so many surgeries. It's just like, you better off just fucking off the normal side, looking like the Hulk. But that whole situation made me think about that. It was $500,000 he paid to look like half a Hulk face. Terrible.
He must have a V for Vendetta mask or like the half opera mask and shit.
I mean, bro, from what I understand, he would have needed a big ass mask. But, you know, God bless.
Did you just say he must have been a big Lou Ferrigno fan?
Yeah.
Was he deaf too?
Lou Ferrigno
is that why he sounds like that?
Yeah, he's deaf.
I didn't know that.
What?
Yeah, Lou Ferrigno was born deaf.
He just talked like that.
I just thought he spoke like that. Bro,
No,
let me
he's
tell
deaf.
you, there's been so many stereotypes growing up. I swear to God, just because he was like, he looked like a big dumb jock. Like, I just thought he talked like that. The same way it never dawned. It didn't dawn on me till I was in my early 20s that fucking Schwarzenegger had a stroke, bro. That's why he sounds like that.
Well, he had a what?
And that's Schwarzenegger, Stallone.
Oh
yeah, no, he legit got a fucking stroke in his 20s.
They fucked something up. And
hey, Jason, I heard you were talking junk. I had to tell Adrian about this shit.
He looked like that. That looks crazy.
He looked like Peter Griffin when he caught a stroke and everything just melted on his left side. I'm still in my life.
Which is why fucking what's his face? What's his name? That's why they got this dude who plays Hulk now. No, the guy that plays the Hulk now.
Mark Ruffalo.
Yeah, him. That's why they got him too.
I mean, it's also been like 50 years.
No. I mean, he has like the same type of thing wrong
He had like
with his face.
No? Mm-hmm. No.
I mean, I guess he's not half a Hulk face bad or as bad as homie that jumped off and didn't dedicate, but I guess so.
I mean, bad decisions are bad decisions. And Mr.
When you see the effects of that bad decision, you're like, what the fuck? You just
like, for example, if you decide to have your dick cut off and eaten, and the person who does it doesn't know how to cook dick, so they just burn the dick, they put garlic on it, but they burn the dick and give it to their dog. You know what I'm saying?
So they're gonna eat like a dick on a cob type shit? Like, well, what are you trying to say here?
He literally just quoted the whole Armin Meiwes story. We got so far off topic. He was just like, you know what? Let's just get Let's just get to the dick eating part.
He undercut my segue. Is what he did. He knew what he was doing. He's a fucking typical Talon. Typical Talon.
We call that a troll.
That wasn't a troll.
Well, like I was saying,
Talon troll.
You're the Billy.
That's what I do. Fuck shit.
What he's trying to say, Jason, is you're the Billy Goat.
New merchandise, Talon troll.
Yep, typical Talon trolls t-shirts.
And you could make it with hair, and it'd be ironic, right?
No, you have enough hair right here to laugh about.
Challenge accepted.
Are we gonna put a gem in his stomach?
Oh,
wow!
Oh, yes, we are.
You gotta turn him into the '90s troll. It's like if you're gonna have hair, you're gonna
trolls,
have
man.
button, motherfucker.
Yeah, while you're at it, give me a Care Bear
I was thinking more of a troll under the bridge, but Now I can't stop seeing a drool in his stomach.
Oh yeah, and
Hey,
and because he's in Cali, you gotta get him with like the thug life tattoo around around his belly button type shit.
Thug life, right around the drool. I got challenge accepted. All of your fucking ideas inside the chat, so I don't forget them. And I'll have it done by next weekend, and I'll debut it on the fucking show.
Now you're echoing.
Yeah, that's because I'm gonna tell you right now why I'm echoing. Tyler has his phone's volume up so he can hear us, so his microphone can also hear me.
Yeah.
That's why I'm popping in and out like Stone Cold.
Hey Talon, I didn't know your phone can speak into the mic.
Honestly, I got
it learns from you.
10 hours ago. I don't even really know what it can do.
In case nobody knew, Miguel loves the
one,
car.
Hey, what did you say about meat sticks in your mouth, Slim Jim, Jason?
No, but I was getting there when I said bad decisions, and I wasn't talking about.
You were getting to meat sticks.
Armin. No, more like Armin. Now, they were chatting for a while, and when they both noticed that they were both serious about actually going through with the deed in question, they decided to meet up.
Mm-hmm.
Did he meet him on a silver platter?
Yeah. I was thinking like, where do you meet somebody like that? Or what do you do?
You met him at an actual cafe.
Imagine just like some stupid ass house cat. Who was like, yeah, come on in, let me show you around. And just laid
They met at
slowly on the counter.
Well, I mean, they fucked first, so it wasn't that awkward.
See, but this is what happened, right? Armin didn't want to kill him right away. What he initially wanted to stay with him in his house, living with him for a week. And from that week, they would get to know each other, so that way their relationship would be built up more. And after that, he can, chop him up and eat him. That way he'll feel closer to him, like he's part of him. And it didn't happen like that. Like you said, Tyler, they went to the house, and the first thing that happened was they both sucked each other's dicks. They both fucked each other's pie holes.
Dirt stars.
Were they taste testing the product?
Yeah, they
Marinating the meat
the
sticks.
product.
That's what they were doing.
Well, one meat stick was only going to be eaten.
So they were role playing sushi then, huh?
Yes.
Yeah, pretty much. Well, there was no sushi involved.
That's what sushi is, bro.
It's the raw part of the joke.
No, sushi sounds like it contains fish, and fish, therefore, is not anything they can have.
No.
It's kind of like Costco, right? You go around and get a sample, see if you want it first.
Or like eel.
Well, it didn't just go straight into the set. As soon as they got there, Bernard took his clothes off in the living room and said, "Here, so you can sample your dinner." And then they had sex. Like, I'm telling you right now, if Jasmine did that shit right now off camera, I'm shutting production down and I'm going inside.
No, you're gonna scream help with my chicken. Oh, you gotta say it in Mickey Mouse voice to be more for the viewers, enjoy it.
Why can't I unmute you? Oh, you muted yourself?
Huh?
Tyler.
You sure, Colin?
I have nothing to say.
Oh,
Sounds like a mouthful.
You look like you were ready to say something and your mustache kind of moved. Kind of like, offsides call in football.
He got that Nick.
My mustache is gonna start giving out play calls like that, like y'all out in the field. I'm gonna have to shave that shit off.
Bro, no, don't shave it. Don't
Chill.
shave it. You cannot shave the cop and a half mustache.
The clap and a half.
Cop and a half.
He just called you Nick Nolte in another 48
Yes,
hours.
I did.
All right, I'm shaving this motherfucker. All right,
But it wasn't
Favre
like
was
that-
bad,
that
but
made
I
it-
It
know
wasn't Nick
goddamn
Nolte
Nolte.
in time out. It was not Nick Nolte in Cop and a Half.
It's somebody not memorable, so that's equally as bad.
No, I
I
just
thought
remember his
you
name.
said 48 hours.
No, you got the Tom Selleck fucking mustache.
It's
Hey,
not.
Google.
I don't know if it's Tom Selleck.
Show me
yet.
the
That
cop
shit was
and a half
terrible.
cast.
Yeah, start talking about.
Well, you got the handlebars turning into handlebars.
Burt Reynolds. You got the Burt Reynolds mustache.
Burt Reynolds. What's your longest
You don't know
yard?
who Burt Reynolds is?
Who said that?
All right, now I gotta show Burt Reynolds before we go.
He's trolling.
Move it.
I think that Echo is trolling this show.
Yeah.
I'm gonna buy Charlie some headphones.
See, this feels like a scary episode. Talking to Jason with that Echo is like verbally picturing a mirror, like one of those mirror rooms. You say something and it just deflects in the same direction.
Now I'm gonna put it up on screen. Tell me that's not Tyler's mustache, right?
I don't think it's as defined. You can't really tell.
You gotta find an older picture when it starts going down his lips.
Now you get close though.
Yeah.
It's not there yet.
No.
Plus, the fact that it's red kind of fucks up the whole Selleck aspect of it. I think.
But it's black and white. Don't worry. Just be colorblind for a moment.
I know what he looks like in color, Migs.
I wasn't asking what he looked like in color. Talon.
He's white in color.
No.
He's actually white with a black mustache.
He's actually grayscale if you really want to be technical.
Oh shit, that's the wrong one.
Yeah.
He's not grayscale, despite what it looks like.
He looked like he's ready to choke his photographer. Did you get smiling? No. You want to die
Come
right
on,
now?
Smokey and the Bandit.
Right? Don't make me get my Dukes of Hazzard fucking car.
Oh, that's Smokey and the Bandit, bro.
Well, after
Which is streaming on
Armin
Peacock, just saying.
smoked their bandits, they got down to business.
Yeah.
The first thing that they wanted, well, like I said, Bernard wanted to taste his own flesh.
So he ate his pickle.
What's nasty is that, first of all, we don't understand, and I don't want to understand who dug in whose cave. But I never heard anybody say that they went to the bathroom and took a shower afterwards. So
I just have to say real quick, if you look at the chat between these two men, it's clear who was the top and who was the bottom. The one who ate the other one was the top. Okay.
Yeah, but I don't know because the way it was
you can tell that shit off right from the conversations. One of them is clearly submissive to the other one.
Wait, I mean, hey, where's your plate of food gonna be? Above you or below you?
A lot of times, being submissive doesn't matter.
No, but if you look at the timeline of the story and you go connect it back, it's quite clear who was submissive in this. Plus, let's just think about the trait. Eating someone versus wanting to be eaten. Wanting to be eaten is not a dominant trait. You are the sister. You are the submissive in the situation.
Ew, so he had his own top in seconds?
There's nothing dominant about allowing yourself to be eaten alive. You're a tool. That's why I was mentioning beforehand that whole human female trading organization thing, because they talk about that, how you can lease out a woman and you're allowed to do any number of horrific things. Of course, it's all for fantasy to them before they're sold for food.
Listen, it's already horrific. You tossing a salad.
Apparently. And of course, it's a joke, but you know how jokes really go.
What was it called?
Someone's belly.
Research and maybe make it a fucking. Anywho, they started with the dick.
So did he eat
The yum yum.
what you're saying?
Yes, that's exactly what I'm saying. But what happened was they cut it off, right?
Mm-hmm.
He put his dick on the table. They cut it off. First, he used a knife that wasn't sharp enough.
Sharp enough.
So he cut into it, and the motherfucker was screaming for like 30 seconds. He said, like
I heard
a
he
big
bit
loud
it first.
scream.
That's what I saw.
Bit it? No.
Yeah, I
There's an
read that he
interview
tried to
with
bite it
Armin.
first, but it didn't work.
What the fuck? He wanted to go through the whole experience of feeling himself get cut?
Bro,
Well, like,
yeah.
supposedly he had theorized that,
pain
and then he
fetish.
drugged them up and cut it off.
Imagine he
what's
said,
going on?
hey, record me getting killed and send it to me.
Well, from what I seen, because Armin has an interview, is that he put his dick on the table and they cut it off.
Yep.
And the knife wasn't sharp enough; it was dull. He had to go get another one, and then he cut it the fuck off. He cut it clean off.
What a dick!
And this was their mistake because they're German. They boiled the dick.
They wanted some Wiener Schnitzel.
With just salt and pepper. They boiled it.
That's also not what I read.
Roast it or grill it, but I'm just saying.
Yeah. And because it wasn't edible and it was too elastic.
Yeah.
It was like too chewy. They tried frying it, and that's when they burnt it.
You
Just think
nasty,
of pig's
Mike.
feet with no bone.
Huh?
Pig's feet with no bone.
And then they just fed it to the dog because it was burnt.
No idea
They
what
both
pig's
tasted it,
feet with no
and they didn't
bones.
want it. He put his
Yeah,
dick
like
in
who
his
eats
mouth.
pig's feet anymore?
Like,
What's wrong
why
with
did you think that was relatable, Jay?
What? Pig's feet?
Pig's feet with no
Pig's
bone.
feet.
Like, who knows what
Well,
that's
because
like?
he said it tastes like pork.
Yeah.
So you said pig's feet.
Yeah.
That's pork.
I mean, the skin looks like fucking uncircumcised cock. So I'm just saying. It's pig's feet with no bone.
I'll be looking at pig's feet like that, nor uncircumcised dick, so I'm not gonna confirm or deny. I'm gonna take your word on it, bro.
I don't eat pig's feet.
I don't eat pig's feet either. That's just disgusting.
You said it like you had it before. Like, you know what pig's
No,
feet
I would
taste
never
like.
touch that shit. I've seen it before. I've seen it many a
Pig
time.
skin is
I'm Puerto
tough,
Rican,
though.
so I have a lot of people that eat that shit around me.
I
I'm
know.
not one of them.
That's why I was like, oh, I haven't had pig's feet.
I mean,
and
you
I
could
don't
have
even know
said
how
the
long.
pig skin is tough because like you eat pernil and you know like it is tough.
Yes,
But
I
if
don't
you
wanna fight
boil
my
the
food.
skin,
You didn't have to say
come
pig's
on.
feet.
We all know. We
That's
all
what
know.
we're talking about. That's what we're saying. That's the only thing we're saying.
So
You
then,
don't
yeah.
have to say pig feet. Like you just could have said pig skin.
So they attempted to eat it.
Pig's feet with no bone.
They ended up burning it.
Yeah,
Fed it to the
dumbasses.
dog.
How you boil something you burning?
No,
how
he
you?
put it in the frying pan.
Yeah, you're right.
He put it in the frying pan and then fried it.
You boil something that you're burning.
Yeah, you boil something that you're burning. I really
So
meant you're
then,
burning something that you're boiling.
so after feeding it to the dog, he ran a bath to bring this dude in to relax, and that's when he drugged him up and gave him like a shit ton of Sudafed, like Benadryl and a bunch of other shit. And then
so it was like this, right? He started feeling dizzy and he got the shivers.
I mean, you just touch your fucking
Yeah.
penis off.
So what he gave him
started bleeding out, blood loss.
Yeah. Basically, he's dying. He's fucking dying. And they're fucking geniuses, right? He's dying. He got all the symptoms.
Let me run him a bath.
Let me run him a bath. And let me give him a whole bottle of sleeping pills.
Yeah.
And what else was
Benadryl.
it? And Benadryl. Right?
Benadryl.
Two whole bottles, right? The motherfucker still ain't go to sleep or die.
But then and then Armin went about to read a Star Trek book.
Yeah.
And then kept on checking in on him as he was bleeding out, and that's when he finally was just like he just
had time to read about the stories of Spock.
Yeah. And then turned around, and that's when he checked on him, and he was already losing consciousness, and that's when he finished him off with a knife to the throat and killed him.
Well, it took a little longer than that because he went back downstairs to prepare everything. And he said he was listening in because he was right underneath the room that he was in.
Yeah.
So he can hear him trying to get up, but ultimately just falling out. So he got up once, he fell. He stood on the floor for a little bit. He got up again. He tried to take a step and he fell again.
Yeah.
And then he tried to get up, but he couldn't really get up. So he plopped back to the floor. And that was the last time he heard him try to get up.
And that's when he finished him off.
He was like, ooh, dinner. Yes, ding, ding.
But not only that, it gets to the fun part where he like, that's when he dismembered his body and froze it. And then for the next 10 months.
But he did everything on camera.
Yeah.
Everything was on camera. So he shot his own porno essentially. Because as we know, he wanted to do it again because after this whole ordeal, he put up the ad again. So he wanted to do it again. All signs and traits of serial killers. He wanted to be a serial. He was going to be a serial killer if he didn't get caught. And a lot of serial killers keep souvenirs like videotapes so they can masturbate to their own work.
Yeah, who wouldn't like a bowl of cinnamon toast flesh on a Saturday morning?
But let's talk about for the next 10 months and stuff. He literally he accumulated over 40 pounds of this dude's flesh that he kept in the refrigerator for the next 10 months.
That is sick.
Buried the bones in the backyard. But he said he didn't eat it every day. He treated it like a treat.
A delicacy.
Yeah, he would.
It's like a Junior's cheesecake with me.
Junior's cheesecake.
That was his rack of lamb on Wednesday. Rack of nigga.
Some nasty shit.
It is. Like, as you guys are explaining this, like, my mind is just putting it all together. I'm like, why am I listening to this? Oh, that's right. We're talking junk. That's what we do. For our viewers who are weirded out and just wondering where this is going, just enjoy the ride. We're going down the rabbit hole, just not the one that's me.
So then, so he gets
the Meiwes hole.
You better tell that to the gay dude he fucked, ate, and cooked.
The Bernard hole.
I'm saying he ate his own. He ate a salad with his own salad dressing. That's fucking
He tossed the salad.
Yeah.
You know what I meant. You've been in that position before, right?
He fried it up and tossed it.
He was like, I've never had a warm salad before.
This is really a big deal in Germany too.
I understand though, like,
oh yeah,
bro, he really.
I'm not even trying to get on the topic of the question, but that's a weird phrase. That's all I'm gonna say.
He candlelit everything, right? He put wine out. He set the mood for every time he wanted to eat this dude because he was part of him. He wanted him to be a part of him.
He didn't want him to die in vain.
Yeah. Even though he was chewing on his brain.
Guilty.
He didn't want him to die sober, apparently. He probably get that nigga some strong fucking wine. Like, yo, drink this 14% real quick before I eat you.
Yeah.
You fucking human.
But that's the thing that gets me though is this like, so he gets caught and he gets sentenced to 8.5 years for
but how does he get caught? Hold on, Mike. How does he get caught though?
I honestly forgot.
With a fork halfway to his face and a piece of flesh.
No. He goes back on the site and puts up the same.
Yeah, the advertisement. Yeah.
And what happened in the beginning before he found Bernard happened again. Somebody hit him up, and they got to the point to where he confessed to have been.
He's done this before.
Yes, he's been somewhat of a pro because he's done this ritual before. Yeah. So the guy got weirded out and he called the cops. The cops come, they're looking through the house, they find the fridge, they look in the fridge, they're like, what is this meat here? He's like, that's feral pig. And the detective looks at him, she goes, I'm a mother. A mother and a wife, I cook. This is not feral pig. And then they did the DNA and all of that, and they found out that it was Bernard because Bernard's boyfriend put a missing person report out on him and said that he was missing. So it all kind of went hand in hand together.
Yeah.
And he almost
didn't know he wanted to be eaten.
Huh?
Bernard's boyfriends didn't know that he wanted to be eaten.
Probably not. Everybody got a fucking secret. Like I'm pretty sure Nafisa doesn't know that Miguel likes a finger in his ass.
What the fuck? What is wrong with you? No, that will never happen. Stop letting Jasmine play with you and then push it off on other people's fantasies.
American Pie, bro. American Pie.
Puerto Rican pie. Watch him out.
Well, that's not the American pie. That would just be the Meiwes pie or the J pie. But you know.
Would that be an empanada?
It wouldn't be shit. Fuck all of you trying to make something out of me. I am not somebody's
cheese and guava pastry.
What the fuck? How would you know that?
Dirt pudding or something like that?
Mud
To my
cake.
New York viewers, that's some Gun Hill shit.
mud cake. That's a mud cake.
No, it's not.
Mud.
That's definitely
Y'all
some
be
Concord shit.
y'all be out here mud caking your boys.
Watch
That's
what you
crazy.
say.
And then
Don't
Jason's
talk about
offering free
Don't
mudslides in the
talk
summer.
about the Concord. Exactly.
Smell the
Look
finger,
at that.
Jason.
He's
Smell the
trained.
finger.
Smell the finger, Jason. It's you anyway.
So
You like Nutella, bro?
what Mike was saying. No, that's
Notice how he
disgusting.
did not defend himself. He was like, "Babe, just let me sit on your hand real quick."
It's all right. I'll defend myself later.
He's gonna be one of those. I'm gonna pet my chin. I'm gonna let you rub me.
No, that's a lie. Because the welfare out in fucking Connecticut
Here we
knows
go.
that she abuses me.
No, I do not.
They have recording
No,
of him.
I
screaming at
never
his kid
look.
going, "Go to
When
sleep."
we was out there,
I do
we was
not
hard on our
abuse
luck,
him.
bro. So we needed food stamps, and we went out there. We went to get food stamps,
I
and
was pregnant, by the way.
she was pregnant at the time.
You was
with-
offering ass on Orange Boulevard.
No, listen. You know how people suspect of a man beating a woman? They ask for the man to leave the room so they can kind of coerce the woman to saying that she's
Don't
being
say
abused. They made her leave.
Yeah.
And
I'm
I
saying because
I
I know
believe
that's
it.
not the question.
They're like, "Is she
Right?
hurting you, sir?"
They made her leave to ask me that question. They're like, "Excuse me, I just need to ask you a couple of questions." You know,
She's behind the door like this.
Yeah, right.
I was
Motherfucker.
like, "Do you understand that I'm the man in this relationship? I'm the male, right?" She said, "Yes, I understand that, but I have to ask these questions." Why aren't you asking her these questions? Oh, she's the head of household. No, I don't believe that bullshit.
This is what happens when you allow your women to wear pants.
Right? And vote.
Wow.
I don't vote. I don't vote.
Can you imagine the
So
conversation?
Never voted.
Anyway, Jay, and you'll be all right.
Yo, can you imagine the conversation after they leave? Yo, Jason's staring at him, and she's like, "You know, you done fucked up, right? Lamp light and all. You know, you done fucked up, right? Daddy, can I leave Daddy out of this? He's punished. You know, you done
It
fucked
would
up.
have been fucked up. It would have been fucked up if it was really the other way around, and he was the abuser, and they over there. And now we go home, and I got my ass beat for them thinking the other way around.
Really?
Yeah. And then she turned it all into a 50 Shades of Jason's ass.
Really, we went home and I got my ass beat for them asking me those questions.
Whatever,
It's the first time I admitted that.
What did you tell them? Shh, tell me the truth. I did. Shh, shut up. Stop crying.
But nah,
I don't know what just happened.
I fell into a door.
She said she muted for a second and whooped that ass. This
Right?
is a motherfucker.
And what I tell you about
what
making
happened?
crazy out
Nigga,
here.
She's smacking his
Jason whooping
penis
your
right now.
Jasmine whooping your ass off screens. What happened?
I don't know what
Tell that
happened.
story.
Anywho, Mike was about to say Armin almost got 8 years for just manslaughter
Mhm.
because Bernard gave him consent.
Yep.
It was a
On
sexual
camera.
act. Yeah, on camera. It was consented. However, he went
The
back
family.
to trial. Yeah, the family wanted it to go back to trial. And one of the prosecutors were like, right there where he slit his throat.
That's where he got the murder charge.
Yeah, he took Bernard's right to choose at that point. And he
Mhm.
chose to end his life. So that's where they charged him with life in jail.
Oh, so they were being technical in the process of him actually dying. There was no recorded session of you saying, "I'm ready. Go ahead, put that shit right
It was,
Yeah.
But nah, it was an OJ thing. It was an OJ thing. They couldn't get OJ for the murder of his wife, so they waited like fucking 15 years, and they got him for robbing his own
Well,
merchandise.
I
back.
mean, because he did murder his wife, so of course they couldn't get him for that.
Hey,
I'm just saying.
if the knife don't
what are you
fit, you
talking
must have
about?
quit." Oh,
If
no,
the glove don't fit, you must have quit. I understand, but in the eyes of the law, they couldn't get him for one crime, so they got him for another one. They threw the book at him.
and then they stacked it on him.
And
Like, he also
he's
did this.
a free man right now on Twitter, like nothing ever happened.
Yeah, he's still. You know what he said? I still don't feel safe.
Yo.
In California because the killer's still out here.
Yeah.
I don't know who did it.
There's
Yeah, but then
almost
like
a
an idiot, he
similar-
fucking writes a book saying, "What if I did do it?"
Didn't
he didn't do it, so he control us.
Standing next to somebody.
Yeah, he said he could be standing next to the killer and not know.
Right?
No, I can't. Yeah.
Yeah, it's called
First
looking
of
in
all,
the mirror.
who's gonna try to fuck with big ass OJ Simpson?
First of all, Dave Chappelle said it best. That murderer ran for over 10,000 yards. He will catch you. There's no running away from him. He's gonna line back in your ass like, where you going? You intercept from our team?
That was 40 years ago. OJ is old and washed as shit. He can't run from nobody.
All right, so be a target.
Run
Watch
after
how fast
nobody,
that shit change.
but I guarantee you, in arm's length, he can still fuck somebody up.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
It's just like
For
Tyson
sure.
right now. I watched Hangover the other day. Tyson was in the worst shape of his life in that movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now he's like
on
jacked as
AEW
shit.
too.
You want to talk about AEW? My man CM Punk,
CM Punk is
last
back.
night, baby.
Oh, apparently, what's her name showed up tonight. The man
Where?
on
Becky?
SummerSlam.
Becky came back at SummerSlam.
Yeah, apparently.
I
That's
didn't
what
watch
Christian
it
was texting me.
because I got my own show to put on here,
Mm-hmm.
and we talk about severed dicks.
Also, did you see the
You
picture?
talk about severed dicks, and we
No,
suffer.
you like severed dicks.
A bag
the
of
ones
dicks.
in plastic form in your butt.
Severed.
Hey,
glutes.
Jasmine, can you make him smell your finger? Remind him where that came from.
Yeah, something that you will never smell.
Your ass?
No.
That's exactly where it came from, and I'm never gonna smell it. So, what kind of jigsaw puzzle you putting together, you fucking freak?
It sounds like Doofy from Scary Movie.
Right?
I forgot about that guy.
Smell
Hey,
this.
Jasmine, smell my finger.
What's that? My ass. Yo,
Go to
you
bed,
wanna-
kids. I'm cleaning my room.
You want to hear something completely crazy about our topic tonight? So he's still in jail right now because obviously he's doing a life sentence. But he is a model citizen in jail. So what they do is they put him in disguise and he gets to go out into the town with 2 armed guards.
Sounds like Epstein.
It's crazy, right? You know what the kicker is? He's a fucking vegetarian now. He eats no meat.
Maybe that's part of his process. Like,
Not a
get rid
vegetarian.
of
He
the
just
taste
can't
of
get his
human-
preferred meat.
To get the taste of human dick out of your system, you need to eat vegetables.
Well,
Only
maybe
cucumbers, though.
he ate all the protein he could
Raw
have for the rest of his life.
Specifically, English cucumbers.
Yes.
What do you know about English cucumbers, Talon? What are you not telling us?
They're small.
Go look it up. Go look up a cucumber and an English cucumber. You tell me.
Is it gonna come out looking like an okra, where it's like just a green baby dick?
No, it's not like that.
Okra's nasty, by the way.
It's not like that. It's not like a gooey duck. It's just,
What do you know about
different.
gooey ducks too? Holy shit, Talon!
I
the
know
fuck is a
shit.
gooey- What
Look,
the
I'm
fuck
a
is a
resident
gooey
knows
duck?
something
What
about.
the fuck is a gooey duck?
I know a lot about.
Talon is culture.
I know a little bit about a lot of things, and a gooey duck is a clam, and you have to dig that shit out of the ground. It kind of looks like a big, thick tree trunk penis or something, and it squirts water out of it. Apparently, it tastes delicious.
Oh, is that shit that Chinese lady ate on the internet, right? And that's just
Yeah,
squirted
except
all
you're not
over.
supposed to really eat it like that. You're supposed to cook the shit, but yeah.
It looks like a big old severed dick.
Mhm. That's a gooey duck.
I think
And not
Jasmine said it all.
GEO duck. Gooey duck.
Oh, that's
Yeah, that's nasty.
The name just
Apparently, it's not. It's just a clam.
No, it's not.
Is it bearded?
Yeah, it looks like it is.
Is it on your side of the world?
Tyler got walked out by security. He gotta hold on.
He was like, "We can't accept you talking about gooey ducks and dicks. What's wrong with you?"
You're giving up sensitive,
Medical
confidential
information.
Yeah.
He heard on the segment about boiling dicks and trying to fry it without burning it. Somebody around was like,
We heard you talking about somebody's severed dick. You wasn't supposed to be talking about Mr. Johnson in room 205. You're fired.
And you know what's funny? She told the supervisor, Richard. Oh, man. For our viewers out there, I hope you're ready to talk junk every week because that's all we do.
This was a weird topic, and I enjoyed it. I enjoyed every bit of it.
You heard that,
thank
right?
you very
Well,
much,
viewers
Mr.
heard that. You
Teacher.
enjoyed every bit of it. You're nasty.
I did. I mean, the story was very unfortunate, but the men both wanted to participate in that. So they're grown men; they can participate in whatever lewd acts they want. That's on them.
That's what your kidnapper said, and you said, "No, I'm cool with it. You want to record this?"
No, seriously though, how could you? I mean, I understand how it's very wrong to take somebody's life, right?
Well, look at it this way though. It was consensual, but supposedly Armin only did it consensually because it wasn't legal. If he could have just gone out on the street and plugged people, he would have. He said he would have. He was a fucked up person that's for some reason didn't see that as fucked up, but would still follow the law. He was clearly he had a mental problem. The man was clearly mentally challenged.
Why didn't he do
challenged?
Somebody else would have
challenged. He was not brought up correctly. His developmental brain was fucked up from the beginning, clearly.
Yeah.
What about that?
He wanted to eat his fucking imaginary friend so he could be part of him forever. He's imaginary.
What about that? What about that cannibal out in what's it, South Korea and shit? That he's a known cannibal. That he's now a celebrity.
I think I know what you're talking about. He was interviewed by Vice, right?
Yeah.
I have no idea.
I think I remember seeing that a long time ago.
Like he's a known, very vocal cannibal and shit. Did prison time, and once they released him for being a model citizen, he's literally a fucking celebrity. Where it's he has, if I'm not mistaken, I think he has his own cooking show.
What?
What
with the cannibal?
Cooking with long pig.
Yeah,
that's crazy.
Now I've heard it all.
Now my thing is, right? You said if he could pluck somebody off the street, he would have.
That's what he said.
But a lot of serial killers pluck people off the street. Homeless people, kids,
prostitutes,
hookers, yeah.
People who are not loved, and you can tell in their face.
They are also
people that are vulnerable.
They're also what, Tyler?
They are also fucked up. This kind of just comes around to the part where, in and of the act itself, a normal person is not going to think of cannibalism as an okay thing, consensual or not. There's issues there. That's fucked up. You're fucked up. He's fucked up.
I mean, animals do it all the time.
Not because it's consensual. If anything, he probably needed to get some psychiatric help 30 years before he started eating people. But he was fucked a long time ago by his mom.
Just imagine
right now. Oh, go ahead. I'm sorry, Mike.
Just imagine if the animal kingdom had the mindset a human can have and stuff. Because animals are all about cannibalism, and
there'd only be 5 animals left at this point. There'd be 5 different types of animals.
They're about cannibalism. They're about cannibalism when they have to. If they need to eat their young, or if they need to eat somebody in their same species, that's only because there's nothing else to eat around.
Yeah, it's like the Donner Party.
Yeah.
Or they're, porpoises. Porpoises just be fucking doing horrible things. Especially orca whales to sharks. They just eat livers and fucking leave. Just the liver. It's just the fucking liver.
Why don't we take your lead next week, Tyler? Let's just talk about Iceman.
The Iceman?
Iceman, if we do that though, everybody who hasn't seen it gotta watch the Iceman tapes. Cause that's you get everything you need from watching those and seeing how he reacts to talking about stuff, and you get a real sense of it. And it's wild because you have empathy for the man somewhat. Because he wasn't just a random killer. He killed for the mob specifically. He just happens to have killed more than anybody else who has claimed to be killing on record.
Yeah.
Isn't that crazy? You used to work for an organization that involved killing, and now that you're out of it, you love killing even more.
Well, no, he's been in jail for a while. He got caught.
Oh, I know that. I saw some of the tapes. Well, one of them that creeped me out, what he was talking about was how somebody cut him off, and it instantly, in his mind, he's like, I want to kill this guy. He caught him at a red light, and caught him at the red light. Hey, what are you doing? Fuck this shit up. Instantly. And when they asked him, how did you feel? He was like, I didn't feel anything. He was like, you mean the impulse didn't make you feel no kind of way? He was like, no. All I felt was he cut me off. I'm angry. and once I kill him, I'm no longer angry. And he kept that stone cold energy. That's like next question.
Except for when he came home for dinner, and then apparently he was a model dad.
Well,
he was a model dad, and I believe the one thing that bothered him that he mentioned out of like hundreds of like I think he admitted to over 600 murders, and he said that one of the only times that he was bothered, like at the most minor bit, is when he had a dead guy. He had brought him over to a cave, and he had brought him to make sure that the body had disappeared and decomposed, and he was watching rats eat it. And he was saying that watching the rats eat the body was the only thing he can think of that kind of made him feel a little, but
uneasy.
It was whatever. Man, the man is insane. Because, like, on one hand, you're like, oh, he seems well-to-do. And then you're like, oh, no, this is why there's the BTK killer and stuff. Because people can actually hold their shit down and be horrible.
Yeah. As we've seen with Armin tonight, how his neighbors said she would still let him watch her kids. You know what I mean? Normal people can be crazy. You never know. Which is why
and for the record, these people can be in higher echelons of life as well. Stop thinking that only us low lives can be terrible. Okay, we don't have the same resources as terrible rich people. I mean, shit.
There are people.
Y'all know who Jack the Ripper was, right? Right?
Yeah,
there's plenty of famous cannibals also. Don't let that get past you either. There's a lot of myths out there that maybe you guys should listen to and really take with a grain of salt.
And keep in mind,
there's places in the world where cannibalism still exists.
If you guys watch the Purge movies in order or whatever the fuck, it doesn't matter. When you watch the Purge movies, they symbolize exactly what the upper classes do. Like, they don't engage fully in what us as the fucking savages do, but they have money to silently get involved and not, you know what I mean? Like, under the radar, they're able to pay for the same fucking satisfaction of killing or getting rid of somebody without the mess of them doing it themselves.
Well, it's hostile. Yeah.
Well, who's to say what people get?
Which is very, very real. You can go find that on the black market internet that we have mentioned before. The Silk Road, you can find shit like that.
Did you know the black market actually has a menu? They're like, what do you want? What do you want us to find? And how rare it is. It's like a fucking RPG, man. I accidentally came across the dark web years ago, and it's literally like an online menu. What do you want? How rare it is, and what the price is to get
accidentally. Episode on that too. We got to do the dark web story. But there's a lot of crazy people out there that live normal lives, like I said, and there's a lot of people out there that are cannibals, like I said, and like you heard from tonight. And there's a lot of people out there,
like the Democratic Party.
Dick. Like a lot of you motherfuckers out there that talk all that bullshit. So just do me a favor, cut back on the dick. All right, that one dick that you
spotted dick in a can. It's not good for you.
Go vegan. Stop eating meat. All right?
No, don't go vegan. Just go properly organic. Don't listen to this fucking asshole. You're
go eat a book. But there's no organic food left.
Huh?
If what Dre says is true, just eat garbage and clean it first. Just clean up your garbage and eat that.
Be a raccoon.
Be more like a pig.
Yeah.
Well, I was gonna more say like a raccoon or a possum eating shit out of the garbage can.
Yeah, I eat out of our garbage can. That's a microphone. Come to the Talking Junk Network every week. Fridays, on Saturdays. We always got that content popping.
The what tent?
The content popping.
Okay.
The content. Not the pants.
It literally stuttered as you said that, so I don't know if he was making a punny joke or something.
No. The content. But thank you. Like I said, keep tuning in. Keep enjoying the content that we're throwing out. We enjoy giving it to you guys. And stop eating dick. Good night.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, Welcome to